Hi there, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Whoa, right off the bat. Okay, this is your August 1st to the 15th of the month reading, but we are right in with a vision. I'm hearing that as well. Something very, very obvious at the beginning of the month that is just like unmistakable. Like I'm seeing you stopping a clock. You're like, stop the clock, stop the timer, stop the alarm that we had set. Like we need to totally look at this in a different way. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe for a number of you, it's an epiphany of sorts that comes through at the beginning of the month. But we'll take a look at this and see what might be at play. Give me just a quick second here, Pisces. Oh, are we ready? Okay, give me a second. Okay, Pisces, 1 second. I'll see you in a little bit. Pisces, right. We're back. Oh my. Let's get into it here. Oh, wow. We took a bit of a break there. Okay, but we're back here again, and I don't know why. I feel kind of hesitant about opening the window for some reason. I almost feel like, oh, I don't know. Should I go there with that person? I'm hearing that as well. Like, should I say it? Should I do it? I'm thinking someone's really there. They feel like something may actually be inevitable, and I don't know what that's alluding to, but let's get into it here for you, Pisces. We'll pull a card for each of the days. I'm going to pull specifically, card for 1 through 15, the 1st to the 15th of the month of August. I'm hearing big surprise. I'm hearing shake up with the 10 of Wands in reverse. I could almost see this card with the Tower card, so I don't know what that's alluding to, but Ace of Cups right there. Woo, that's a fast turnaround, baby. 5 of Pentacles. What? Okay, so we're going back and forth. I'm hearing this is I'm hearing a little bit of a ping pong that we're playing with the Son of Wands ultimately. Now, for a number of you could be dealing with a fire sign. I'm hearing water sign though. 7 of Swords. Okay, so it's kind of interesting because I'm seeing fast moving energy, and then I'm seeing slow moving energy. There's a little bit of like a tug of war, push pull a little bit here. Action with the Son of Wands. I've always taken it as you will. Can't take it to your or ways. Something has been left hanging. I'm hearing hanging, period. 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. I'm hearing, what do they want? What's their story? Why are they interacting with me? I'm hearing, period. Maybe for a number of you, there's a really big question of where does the cycle lead? Where does it go? And there's been so much I'm hearing going around the rosy in that space, possibly for a number of you. 2 Wands, 5 of Pentacles, but a lot of magnetism. I'm hearing that as well. The Star mirroring the 2 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups mirroring the Father of Pentacles. So let's jump into it. I'm hearing what's their story. Someone's like even opening up, like they want to learn about someone. They're like, so what is it all about? I'm hearing that mother stories. Take it as you will. It can be right on a number of levels, but it's going to be professionally where someone's looking into someone's portfolio type of thing. For a number, it could be an investigation. Take it as you will. Maybe someone's reporting something. You do have the Mother of Swords mirroring the Ace of Swords. Oh, wow. I didn't catch the Ace of Swords there. Okay. Woo! Pisces! Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Right over the Hierophant of all cards, and the Death card here in reverse, mirroring these ones. I'm hearing see me after class. I'm hearing that specifically. We need to talk. I'm hearing that Death card in reverse, and the 4 of Cups. This has been a long time coming, Pisces. Oh, you've been so patient. Homecoming baby is what we'll call it. Son of Cups here, and the Empress is in reverse. All right, 8 of Wands. I'm hearing you had a conversation about this one. I'm hearing don't go telling. I'm hearing, don't go breaking my heart. Don't say that you also didn't tell. I'm hearing your best friend that you thought that they would be coming back around the mountain. I'm hearing to also patch up the quilt with you once again. 2 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Now, for a number of you, this is a space of expression. I'm hearing in that way. It could be you with you, and isn't every relationship ultimately reflective, right? What do I see in myself and what I see in this conversation I'm having with this person, whatever way that might be meant? For a number of you, what is it that I'm actually seeing of the way that I have this connection with myself, in the way that I feel I'm sort of grappling with it in relation to this person, and maybe the conversation that we're so-called having. The Hangman here, I'm hearing even about it. And so that's a nice way to say, okay, trigger. They're triggering me. I'm hearing that with the Death card in reverse. They're causing me, stimulating me, prompting me to. I'm hearing resurrect. Also, I'm hearing my higher self. Wow. I'm hearing from the crypt. I'm hearing and the letter that I once wrote to myself, the Hanged Man. So hearing my higher self as well. For another reason, it's a spiritual awakening. I just gotta say it like that. But for another number of you, this is actually some space. Well, for a number of you, you met someone and something is possibly being communicated in relation to that space. It can be information that's brought forth. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody could be pregnant, or they may be in their 3rd trimester. I'm just hearing that. I don't know how does it work, pregnancy, the whole pregnancy thing. I got the 3 of Pentacles mirroring the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm here. Well, I threw it out there. I thought something was up, and then yes, he's definitely one of them. I'm hearing as well. The Brady Bunch, the Temperance card coming through up right now. For a number of you, this is a huge surprise. Yet again, Pisces, brace yourself. 10 of Wands in reverse. around the 1st. 2nd is the Ace of Cups. We'll call it for each of the days here. 5 Pentacles are bright on the 3rd. 4th is the Son of Wands. The Mother of Cups actually comes through a little later. I'm hearing to reconnect on that one note. 6 of Cups here sitting as well over the Son of Cups. So I said Son of Cups, Son of Wands. Again, that very slow and yet fast-moving energy associated with the Son of Wands here that we're seeing leading up, this could be a cycle of years even that's kind of culminating. Okay, now there is then a point of making things sort of obvious is the way that I'm hearing it, with the Ace of Swords coming through around the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Now, for a number of you, this is someone coming back around from the past. Pisces, you know this person. You have had a number of interactions with them. I'm hearing it is related possibly to the number 4. It could be 4 years for a number. You know this person for 4 years, since 2004, 2014. I'm hearing 24 as well, 44, 24, 28, 20, 24. I'm hearing that real strong, 28. From 24 to 28, possibly, there might have been some sort of really strong connection space where you were like really heavily experiencing some kind of even I'm hearing it was my waking dream, but my living nightmare. I don't know what that's alluding to, you guys, with the 4 of Cups. Maybe it was some cycle where you're just like, this is the dark night of the soul, is what I'm hearing ultimately with the 4 of Cups in reverse. Now, yes, the cathartic sort of experience that we had in sort of also disheveling the parts of our being that we felt truly uncomfortable with. I'm hearing like something was very, very uncomfortable, raw even. I'm hearing we came to the point of surrendering to not really sense, really. Maybe for a number of you, you left this circumstance not feeling like it really made sense. You never left really with an answer of sorts, but what you did leave with was the sensation that I'm hearing you were in a state of surrender. I'm hearing that like with your own one second, with your own senses. Wow. So it's like, listen, who knows? I'm hearing that with the 4 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords. Now, well, I'm hearing someone does, surely, the Death card in reverse, mirroring the Ace of Swords upright. Someone actually maybe comes to an answer. Somebody actually maybe, they reveal something. Somebody maybe finds something out. Let's clear it. And we're going to pull another card here on the Ace of Swords. And I'm hearing the Ace of Cups, but you come through with that on the 2nd. So, 1 second. This is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now, something is unbelievable. This came through in the Sag reading. Let's clear it down the left hand. I'm seeing somebody comes forward and they have, I don't want to say like a reason for something that kind of makes you feel, kind of question. You're like, is that a trick? Is this like a trick question? I'm hearing that as well. Like, and this is, for a number of you, I'm hearing someone from the past coming up for review. And this is a period, right, of retrogrades that we're in. They're in a heavy cycle of Venus retros, Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, even Mercury still in its post-shadow, including Venus until about the 26th or 28th of July. So I think, Mercury goes... I'm hearing vis-a-vis the Death card. Somebody wants to meet with someone face to face. They're like, hey, let's meet up. Let's do this. Where are you at now? Let's clear the table. I'm hearing I'm done with the shell shock and I'm hearing and the sheltering in place. I'm hearing in home. I'm done. I'm done with also I'm hearing the naming of the game. I'm hearing the goose that doesn't lay eggs and all that. I'm hearing that before. Like somebody maybe their behavior. Well, 1 second. For a number of you, somebody's setting, 1 second. So I was almost going to say setting someone up, but let's clear it. Maybe they were wanting to do someone. That's maybe for a number of you. Let's clear it. I'm hearing Wally. They want to meet up with someone. This is for a number. Maybe they want to meet up at like a big, at a mall or something. They're like, hey, let's just meet up at this like really open air place. Ace of Swords upright. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing, I just didn't know what to make of that. Like, if I'm perfectly honest, I'm hearing that the High Priest looking back at the Ace of Swords. This exact energy came through in the Sag reading, but a little further down into the month. So, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you, there could be something that someone possibly, they feel like they want to even investigate a little bit, like before they make their, let's say, so-called final answer known, at least. So, and we see the High Priestess looking at the Mother of Cups. Very interesting, sandwiching the Ace of Swords. So somebody actually had a premonition about this. There's not that they're confused. It's not like they're like, oh, I think I know, but I want to make sure. They know, actually, with the High Priest is looking at the Mother. There's something that they feel comfortable with. It may not be, an answer, so-called, to a certain question, but it is a sense of connection, I'm hearing. Can we say it in that way? The High Priest looking at the Mother of Cups. Now, but what separates the High Priestess from the Mother of Cups is the Ace of Swords. So I'm almost seeing someone, like, wanting maybe to have someone speak in a certain way to maybe reveal a certain answer. I don't know. We got the Ace of Swords up right now. Mirror and the Death card in reverse. So for a number of you, and the Four of Cups is in reverse, 10 of Cups. as well as in reverse. Like, I'm almost seeing someone who is almost like creating a certain circumstance in such a way where, you know, it would encourage someone to maybe even give light to a certain aspect of a certain circumstance. I'm hearing that again. Like, I don't want to ask them in this way. I don't want to ask them directly if they're married, so I'm going to invite them to this one event, and I'm gonna have it like sort of be in such a way where, you know, if they were married, they wouldn't attend, and then I'll have my answers sort of in that way. Like, it's like either you show up or you don't, sort of thing. And let's clear that. I'm hearing, here they come. Ace of Swords, Six of Swords. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of conversation back and forth, rapid emails, back and forth. Justice in reverse, maybe it's a lot of information that's actually being sent back and forth, exchanged real quickly. Now, what I'm seeing for a number of you is there's somebody here who has made up their mind. It's kind of interesting because the Mother of Cups even is looking even further into the past at the Ace of Cups. So there's something that maybe someone is, yes, they had, for a number of you, someone had a dream about this. They saw it comment. For a number of you, somebody had a premonition. For another number of you, somebody here, they already have experienced this. So they're kind of, let's clear it one second. Yeah, this is something from the past. So they're kind of aware of, maybe in some kind of way, it's like, hey, it's like the renewal of vows. I'm hearing, hey, let's meet up again and, you know, try to reconnect on that one concept. We started it out, but we didn't totally close the book. And so let's get back on that, so we can, let's get back on the shelf as well for the announcement. So yeah, somebody wants to really, like, they want to jump some sort of cycle forward significantly. I'm hearing quickly, actually, with the High Priest. Like, they might even come through and say, hey, we're not gonna even like put this out on the bulletin board. I'm seeing smoke here. Let's clear that. I'm not gonna even like advertise it. We just want you, like, let's just do it right here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just get it done. I'm hearing that ultimately with the High Priest of Right and the Death in reverse. So for a number of you, this is something maybe that someone wants to simplify the process of as they say it. Now, I'm seeing someone is a little bit skeptical. I'm not gonna lie. It could be somebody in your midst. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe if this is not your direct circumstance that you're working with, it could be someone in your environment who maybe has some kind of perspective that they feel they want to share with you in relation to the space. Like, it's like maybe someone's about to go on a date and like your friend has information about this person. They're like, hey, I don't know if you should go out. I'm hearing Murphy. There's a lot of skepticism, and it may be, you know, again, in the environment. Now I'm hearing Sherlock Holmes, the High Priestess. Someone's very curious. We can say that. High Priestess looking back into the Ace of Cups. Now, for a number of hearing, it's almost this feeling of like someone wanting to give us a certain, I'm hearing, experience another chance. Like, hey, do you want to meet up? Maybe we can make it work this time. I'm hearing that as well. Hey, maybe this time, like, we won't make it, you know, I'm hearing, because it's just the same and that's all. Like, we won't make it like a big deal. I'm hearing that as well. So I'm seeing there's a little bit possibly of even a tryout period. I don't know what that's only doing with the High Priest and the Death card, but could be something that maybe someone has offered to someone and wanted to kind of get their take on to see how they might participate in that space down the line, like to kind of gauge if they're interested yet again. Now, yes, some of you dealing with a Scorpio, if you are, I'm seeing that they're really, really interested to know possibly how the connection might go, and they're like, hey, let's try it out, sort of feeling. Now, oh, here again, a lot of qualms here about that. Somebody, at least in the environment, it can be an aspect of your own being. If you've got a lot of Sag, it could be the part of your chart associated with the archetype of Sagittarius. Somebody does not feel comfortable with also letting you do whatever it is that maybe someone has in mind, or kind of encouraging you to experience whatever this is. And it can actually be for a number of you as well for health reasons. I'm not sure. So take it as you will, Pisces, but I'm hearing I haven't seen them for a long time. You know, maybe someone's questioning, they're like, they used to know someone, there was a certain something about the behavior there, and they kind of like maybe are resurfacing in a way, and the notion is that they've sort of changed, so-called, and so maybe someone is thinking, well, should I reconnect with them, you know, or would it be the same sort of, wow, so hold on, so somebody here actually has made a huge shift. I'm hearing that with the Nine of Cups and the Son of Wands. They've been actually really meditating. Maybe someone comes through and they're like, hey, I've been really working on my stuff. I'm hearing I've been really cleaning up my act. I've been really, you know, ascending. I'm hearing that as well with the Nine of Cups. And they're very, very sensitive. They're kind of shy, whoever this is. If this is somebody from the past coming up for review, I'm hearing as well, they don't look. I'm hearing as well, as tough as they act for a number of you. Maybe this person actually has like they've lost weight, or like something has shifted. Something has shifted. They are no longer, I'm hearing realize. I don't know what that's alluding to. One second. They're no longer also like, they are wanting to, let's clear it. They want to call something out. They want an answer from, this is somebody who wants information about something. They want to know also, like, somebody wants a signature for something. I don't know what that's alluding to, but they want to know, like, and they, for certain, they're like, are you on? Yes or no? Like, I want to know. Are you interested? And it can be the kind of thing, they would be really nervous possibly for a number of you. Getting to this point of really asking it maybe in this, sorry about that, the phone cut there. Now, it's interesting, what I'm seeing is that for a number of you, but first of all, this energy is moving very quickly. So there's maybe a little bit of a feeling of, well, I'm not saying a question ultimately about like if I would like this, if I'm interested. It's more so possibly the timing, and maybe it just kind of it's just happened so quickly. The 3 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. It could even be the type of thing where you bump into someone and it's like, whoa, and they ask you right then and there. They're like, hey, you want to like go on this date with me? I'm hearing it kind of in that way, and there could be this little element of surprise. It could be related. But what I'm seeing ultimately for a number of you Pisces, yes, I'm seeing that the circumstance maybe makes you feel a little uncomfortable. There's something about feeling comfortable with the idea of following through with this in whatever way. That may be a question. Now, it could be you actually having a number of questions. Maybe it's something that you feel you need to research a little bit. You're like, well, I don't want to just like kind of just also go live with them in their home. I'm hearing that. Like maybe someone feels something was there are a lot of questions. I'm just hearing that again. Ace of Swords here. But it's an awfully promising. I'm hearing notion. I'm hearing that. The proposal is really, really exciting in a lot of ways. It's very, very clearly made out. I'm hearing that as well. It's not something that's kind of like sugar coated. I'm hearing promises. I'm hearing glass as well. I'm seeing like frosted glass. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's not like a window that we can't see through. It's very clear, whatever this is that is proposed. I'm hearing smoke-filled room. I had your eyes on you. It's like somebody maybe even wants to commit and they want to know, like, hey, you want to do it? And anyhow, now Pisces, yep, death card again here. This is somebody, I'm hearing it's related to number 26, 27, 28 as well. That could be the number, that could be their age for a number of you. Or I'm hearing 17. I'm hearing Twizzlers here with the death card. I don't know what could be a specific message, but something about movies as well. They maybe love movies, love to go to the movies. So they maybe are they are a director, screenplay, something like that with the death card. Okay, anyhow, focus on number 6 specifically. And even the 3 here with the Mother Cups, just caught sight of that. Let's clear that. Okay, something is building. They're like, I want this. They look at whatever this offer is even, and they're like, yes, on one hand. On the other hand, there's a lot that they can say can go wrong in that situation. So what can we say on the Tower? Okay, so for a number of you, it's kind of catch-22. I'm hearing I want it. I'm hearing because you got it bad. It's like, but I want to make sure I also am seeing it. You know, I want to make sure I'm really, really, really seeing it. I'm seeing someone maybe even drives up in a car and they're like, hey, you want to get in? And it's like the car looks real nice, looks real comfy. You're looking at the person in it. They look real cute. Okay. I'm hearing kind of crummy though. What does that allude to? One second. Someone's thinking from... I'm hearing, wait, hold on, it's too good to be true. I'm hearing, what's the problem with the situation? 3 swords in reverse, 4 cups. For a number of you, this is something that you're representing. Maybe you're even presenting this to someone, or this could be the energy of another. They're like, do you think that she would take it like that? You think it's like kind of like off the wall a little bit, off the hinge. Now, okay, you think she'd come along? I'm hearing for the right ultimately. Now, for a number of you Pisces, this is something that you do a double take with. We'll say it in that way. I'm hearing when they show up at your door with the Ace of Cups upright, I'm hearing you will not know. I'm hearing which way down the hallway you want to pace. We'll say it like that. Mother of Cups in the Justice card. I'm seeing you going around in a circle in a hallway. Whoa. Empress in reverse in between the 2. Now, part of this is due to the attraction. The Devil. It's just that good. It's that attractive. It's that also sensational. Possibly have a moment for a number of you. I mean, think about it. We let out with the 10 of Wands in reverse. Done. We totally cleared the slate with that. We cleared the name. We cleared the air. Then we I'm hearing flop in with the Ace of Cups. We say, hey, everything that we finalized with that now will lead into, this is the next new world. Not only the closing of that chapter, but the writing of the next. And whoa, that's like I'm hearing a huge deal in a certain way. So maybe someone feels that the transformation that's taking place is surreal. Okay, that's how I want to say it. Now, for a number of you, I'm seeing that the question possibly here is legally. or you feel like you need an answer in relation to a certain space, or there's something that it's kind of official and you're wondering, you know, is this going to be a fair deal? I'm hearing down the line, I'm hearing that, one second. I'm hearing fair. I'm hearing fairty. I don't know what that's going to. Okay, but somebody may be experienced in this space and suggesting you to sort of get, an opinion. I'm seeing someone kind of telling you you're not seeing it possibly the way it is. They're really like someone's coming through and I'm seeing you're like kind of also uncomfortable, maybe in that space of doubting it even for a split second, because you don't want to look at it from the angle of like, can I trust it? Is this really what it is? So it's like, where do we take that feeling, the element of faith, and be it with yourself, you know, where it's like, I'm just going to, you know, move wholeheartedly into this direction of my dream without really guessing it. I'm hearing out of its own future, like trying to prove it almost that this is the right way to move, and then also at the same time like making sure that we're making, I'm hearing a solvent decision. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Swords, but I'm seeing that there's information related to this space, and again, this could be the energy space of another. Okay, now Justice in reverse, we lead in with the Eight of Swords in reverse. For a number of you, this is something that it's related to time, and that may be just the conversation that gets kind of uncomfortable. For a number of you, maybe this is a space where someone has really had to be brave. They had to be brave to actually even introduce themselves in this way, in this new way, and it took a lot. They mustered up a lot of courage here with the Ace of Wands upright and the Hierophant in reverse. What I'm seeing is that someone possibly is introducing you with an option that is very attractive. However, feeling pressure on the left side of the heart. They want to make up. I'm hearing that for a number of you. I'm hearing, you want to see me? Like, do you want to see each other? I'm hearing, can we see each other? I'm hearing that as well. And they're really asking that. I'm hearing in a genuine tone of voice. I'm hearing that. What does that mean? With the Death Card in reverse and the Ace of Wands, but, you know, there's this feeling of, wow, regeneration. They want this. And I can sense that possibly on some, you know, scale. But the Hierophant's in reverse. I'm hearing haloing the interaction. Maybe for a number of you, even like there's some element of the circumstance or the content that would be filmed. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear that on the left side of the chest. That is a little questionable. It leaves someone thinking, do I leave my mask on or off? Can I completely allow myself to be vulnerable in this space? Or do I need to sort of keep, I'm hearing my guard up a little bit and my cards to my chest? So the Hierophants, again, in reverse, possibly for a reason. It could be, you know, there could be a few factors at play. It may not be entirely right. This can be a number of also voices I'm hearing in the audience. So again, these can be your friends, maybe that I'm hearing even passersby. I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, all right. He's proposing to me I'm hearing in the meat department of the aisle of the supermarket. I'm hearing my favorite. I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay, so the Three of Cups, whatever. Now, the Hierophant's in reverse. No judgment at all, right? Star here. But for a number of you, I'm seeing even like there's some element where of this interaction, it's almost as if it's like, hey, let's meet up, but we can't like do it in that way, or we can't do it like this, or, you know, we won't be able to do it like that or that often, or it will have to have this one like measure that moves our progress forward. I'm hearing our progress made forward, and someone is like, I don't know about that. And for a number of you, it's actually surveillance. I don't know what. Some of you may be dealing with someone who wants to meet up with you. And it's almost as if it's like, by the way, if this is going to be too quickly, feel free to slow the speed down by clicking the little gear, the three little dots at the base of the reading, and you can slow the speed to your desired pace. All right. How many minutes in? We're saying that 808. Yeah, but for a number of you, it's like someone feels like, oh my gosh, it's a winning solution. It's a winning ticket. They have this idea. They're proposing it to me. It sounds wonderful. But there's this one facet that makes me feel like I need to wonder just a little more. And so be it time, right? Like I need to just kind of get my bearings here, guys. I'm hearing that. Maybe there are a number of people who you're not familiar with that may be like involved in this space that makes for, I'm hearing again, a few questions with the Hierophant in reverse. Now, this for another number of you may be a theory that you're about to really move into the practice space, and it's really getting real. It's becoming really surreal, where you're thinking, am I really gonna like do this? Am I gonna follow through with this? Am I gonna seriously do that? Like are we looking at each other like that? Is it like, it could be a relationship that you've been involved in for quite some time, and you're starting to maybe even like get word of where this cycle's going from another perspective. Like maybe people in the environment, they're kind of like whispering to you, hey Pisces, I think, you know, there is something here. It's growing. I'm hearing that with the Three of Cups up, right, and the Hierophant. And so it could be a surprise, though. Somebody's like going to present, you know, something here, and maybe there are a number of people picking up on that. Anyhow, so many alternatives. Whoa. For a number of Pisces, you're overwhelmed. There's this pandemonium here of also interaction. And it's a very stimulating time, but at the same time, there is a question of time itself and what makes it tick ultimately. The Two of Pentacles. How is it that we... One second. I'm here. I feel like I need to clear the air. I'm hearing that with the Son of Wands and the Son of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I'm seeing someone's been listening to content. All of a sudden, they need to pause it. And they're like, wait, I think I need to even like, I'm hearing play the dice a little bit with the Two of Pentacles. Like, someone just, I'm hearing they retract themselves from a space. They feel like they need to just take a moment to just really maybe even reflect on this in a very simple way. So possibly something's gone really complicated and you're just like, what in the absolute world? Marshmallow stick, chocolate, what? Graham cracker, what? Fire, it's not starting. Oh, fire started. Oh, okay. So it's like, I don't know what, but for a number of you, maybe you want to just kind of scale it down is what I'm feeling with the Two of Pentacles, but I don't know what that's alluding to. Maybe you want to have like a conversation with somebody on the phone, like one person, I'm hearing as well at a time, to really get also the best advice here, or you know, advice that you feel comfortable with. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing they're so attractive. It's so attractive. I'm hearing that as well. The Death card is almost irresistible, magnetic. But Pisces, I'm hearing this again. There's almost like this factor of influence. I'm hearing it again this way as I emphasize. It's like this. Somebody comes up to you and they're like, hey, Pisces, you want to go on this trip with me? And you're like, all the way over there? Okay, well, this sounds kind of cool. I'm into it. But they're like, yeah, but there's this one element, like, for example, you won't have access to internet service for like 4 months. I'm hearing 4 years for a number of you. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing really, like, you want to do it? I'm hearing that, like, specifically. So it's like that kind of question. I'm hearing it's a dream, it's surreal, but there's also still that question I'm hearing of also the standing ovation. I'm hearing how it would, I'm hearing I'm hearing, so won't you stay with me? Like, Pisces, you got like 2 voices echoing in the chamber. I'm hearing of also your dream. Like, it's like, seriously, maybe this is a dream, but then it's also really, 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 like, really, really difficult. I'm hearing to for whatever reason to commit to, like, to say, hey, yeah, I'm like gonna do that now. But there are a number of factors possibly. We'll get into these in the extended, see what comes through there. It has to do with the Daughter of Pentacles, as I'm getting it for a number of you with the Two of Pentacles. Someone will really be reviewing something quite closely, maybe even making a few tweaks. I don't know. I'm hearing to the numbers there. It can be a contract. One second. I'm hearing soul. I'm hearing that. Someone is talking to their friend. They're like, hey, yeah, this is what he wrote me. They're reading it off. The proposal. They're like, yeah, he said, I'm like, he's the sole person for the mission. I'm hearing that as well. I'm the only person for the missus. Like, I don't know what, you guys, but this could even be like, hey, I want to go on a date with you. One second. But it feels maybe also like a proposal. There's something official. Where also there could be this sense of there's no going back. If I were to just even interact lightly in this space, there would be a lot more that we would, oh wow, Ace of Swords. So yeah, somebody, one second. I'm hearing they stole a car and they want you to ride in it with them. Maybe, I don't know, that's maybe what someone's thinking, is this, is it gonna be a metaphor? Okay, I'm looking at the Father Wand here. You know, it's like, is this also like actually safe? It could be a question. Maybe someone wants to travel with someone somewhere and they're thinking, I don't know, like, do you really have your passport stamp like that too? Like, is that all right? We can really do that? This person's assuring them possibly. Or they're just thinking of, you know, the different logistics. And again, it could be the energy of another. I'm hearing, yeah, cameo, we'll be fine. We're going to work cameo. I'm hearing that with the Two of Pentacles and the Death card. Okay, let's clear it. I'm hearing, because you make me feel like a natural woman with the Father of Wands and the Moon. It's very interesting, Pisces. Oh, you're going back and forth, almost oscillating. Interacting with a certain dream in your mind, you're like really looking at it from another number of angles. And interestingly, I'm hearing you understand the connection that is, as you know it, I'm hearing the final ticket to the final show. Like, there's only one way about it. It's inevitable that we need to meet. I'm hearing again, that might be for a number of you. It's a general reading, right? But we do have the Hangman. Hey, yeah. I don't care. We got hair. I'm hearing on your head or in your net. I'm hearing hair net. This is going to be announced. I'm hearing one way or another. So maybe that's kind of the angle at which someone is thinking, they could be presenting this maybe in such a way to maybe their friend. Well, they're preparing to present this and they're thinking from what angles, right, would it be also looked at. Thank you for tuning in. Light to you, and I'll see you next time, Pisces.